Dream Daddy. Yeah. Right. It is America, yes. South Carolina is in the US. Right, let's pop the game screen on. Enjoy this bop. Right, let's get into the game, because I've forgotten where we got to. If I remember, did we... Hang on, if I quickly look at my loads, my save games. Ah, okay, so yeah, we just got through... We had our second date with Hugo. And we got back to find Amanda crying. Basically, because her friends are all assholes. We've resolved that with a giant cake. And we ate the cake with Amanda. It was all good. So, we're now back on Dad Book. Did we do this? Yes, that was when we went for dinner with Robert. Okay, so we don't have any new Dad Book messages. That's kind of sad. So I guess either we can go straight in and go for like date number 3 with Hugo, or we can go hang out with someone else for a bit. We've got the fishing tournament with Brian because we challenged him to a fishing match because we're stupid like that. Did we go on a second date with Craig? We didn't. We love Craig. He's our college friend. We could go hang out with Craig for a bit. I'm sure there are some wild escapades from Robert. I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, I think we've been on one date with everyone now. Yeah, that was the mini golf with Brian. The cinema thing with Robert. Afternoon tea with Damien. And the bake sale with Joseph. I remember these. So, I feel like the fishing tournament is going to be like a mini game, so I'm kind of tempted to do that. So I think let's go hang out with Brian. Let's go fishing. Teaching Fibonacci to small children.
Slave cheered 10 bits. Did someone say my name?
I did say Brian. Thank you for the bits, Tesla. I love that now I'm just looking over at my rewards thing, and because I've got them skipping in the queue, they're not actually in the requests queue, but all of my activity feed is just Sweet Manchego. Oh, I have a message from Brian. Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. You in or out? Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still though, I have to accept. I typed back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish. And my lawn could use another good mowing. Did someone say Sweet Manchego? We did say Sweet Manchego. I've now got it as a sound command.
Sweet Manchego.
Yes, there is a sound command for Sweet Manchego now, which I think is excellent. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up as an hour I'd previously forgotten existed. Man, that's gonna be a rough start. Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off piece by piece like some kind of monster. I didn't raise you like that. What? It's called string cheese, and not chompy cheese for a reason, Amanda. Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique or what? No. Amanda, we have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope. My stint in the Scouts was brief and purely transactional. Thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know I had to, like, be outside and tie knots and stuff. Ugh. But I have to meet Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at that coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line out the door, and within half an hour, I had severely burnt my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Sweet Manchego reminds me of the Wowza Palooza. Wow, that's yeah, it's kind of that kind of same expression. The Escomposin, how you doing? How's your day been? You enjoying a Wednesday? Doing okay. We are about to go on a fishing date, and we know nothing about fishing. I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of mini game. Not entirely sure, but it's going to be fun, I'm sure. The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fish? Dad, please. Thank you for the follow, DS Composing. I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try explaining it to me. Okay. Brian's just... He just thinks he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, good. I know that's what's happening.
Dad.
Alright, we should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning. Night, Panda. Apparently it was day-night time then. I brushed my teeth and throw on some pajamas, climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. I am wide awake. Can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I'd sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked up mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and a beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On the long drive home, my father bought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. Should groups move then ungroup? Possibly, yeah. But I think, if I remember rightly... Oops. I didn't mean to click on that. If I remember rightly, I can highlight both of them in XSplit and still move them at the same time that way. I think. Ah, look, it's so nice. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. Can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching fish right now. Cast my lure into the water and wait. And wait. And wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father, just as he looked that one cold morning. Disapproving. I'm panicking now. Pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all the lures in my tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water. Sinking further and further, I see the multitudes of fish that have been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. We're getting schooled by fish. Poor Kyle. I don't think he got any sleep, which probably means he's gonna be awful at fishing. This is gonna go well. I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. Get it? Ha! Schooled by fish. Dad puns begin here. I do not like that in my ear holes. What? What, me, like, discussing the pun or me narrating a weird fish dream? Either or. Pom has pizza. I am mildly envious. Takeaway is always a good shout. Oh, the alarm noise. Oh, okay. That's alright. I was worried I was, like, giving you fish nightmares or something, Tesla. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Go away. Gotta get up. Can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda. I'll get up. In a minute. Alright. Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wave me away. I leave her room and make some coffee, and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. There's the doorbell. That must be Brian. Still rubbing her eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out all in fishing gear and Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Early bird gets the worm, buddy. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. Walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Woof! It's Maxwell! Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging its tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let Kyle sit. Maxwell obediently hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep. You ready for an adventure? He's such a good dad. Kyle is a good dad. He has Amanda's best interests at heart. This is why we need to find him a good dad to date. I am ready for glory. Ooh, excuse me. Oh dear. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. So where exactly are we headed? It's about an hour north of here. Little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad takes to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I've brought everything we need so we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy the nature. My fishing pole is in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you have maybe an extra I could borrow? But of course. It's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. Right. Kyle, stop digging! Get out of the JCB! Brian came out as a baby, fishing rod in hand and ready to fish. He did. He did. I stare out at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusky pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the brush. Tune it up. That was terrible, Tesla. I mean, good effort, but terrible. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. Who's ready to fish? I step out of the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore while Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler to the edge of the lake. Here's a canoe! We're going in the canoe, guys! Ah, great. Still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out with Maxwell. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Can the doggo not swim? Alright, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. Ha, yes, 100% was saying that. If I fall in, I'm counting on you to rescue me. Yeah. Suit yourself. Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. You kids want to fish?
Ugh.
I'm good. We just throw rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're gonna go explore in the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Corgo butts probably could float, to be fair. They are floofy doggos. Cool little things. Brian puts the life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves into the middle of the lake. Hey there, Dream Daddios! Hey there, Holly! How you doing? We're on a fishing trip. With Brian. How was the shopping? Need to get back to work, but leave a lurk. No worries, guys! DSC and Holly doing the lurks. That is okay. You enjoy your lurks. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge, after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Still a gambling man? You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. You can catch more than one? Oh god. Fishing. It's okay, it's only date 2 with Brian. We're not quite at the fishing stage yet. Their butts are like, you just googled corgi butts? Okay. Cool. So it's basically a built-in life raft for a corgi. Alright. Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm going to catch, obviously. I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. I googled about corgis floating. Okay. Sure. It wasn't just an excuse to look at dog butts. I understand. Custody of our children? More than that. Let's say, if I win, I get your weed whacker. The Whackmaster 2000? That's a limited edition! But if you win, you get my pole saw, the Reach and Cut 3000. I love that we're trading... I love that we're betting power tools at this point. The cordless version? That's the one. Oh man, the Reach and Cut is state of the art.
Sweet Manchego!
That is a good Sweet Manchego moment. Good timing, Tesla. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard-to-reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. I watch as Brian ties the lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do that. I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand. Oh man. Put some bait, insult the fish. I'm obviously going to insult the fish. I always insult the fish. Or do we stretch before some physical activity? Go do a big grr, stretch my arms out because I'm doing a casty thing. Yeah, that. Now, if we're catching trout, it's weird that I know this, but my dad fishes, and he usually fishes for trout. So unless it's different in what they're doing, but he doesn't usually use bait, so I'm going to say that's wrong. So I'm going with insulting the fish. Brian, the game of fishing is all about psychological warfare. Watch this. I look out onto the serene, undisturbed lake. Hey, fish. That's amazing, and Brian did not like it. That is possibly one of my favourite things in this game. Fuck you, fish. I'm gonna catch all of you. Oh, Kyle. Oh, Kyle. That was probably not the right choice. But, oh well. Oh, that was amazing. I like that. I turned my attention to Brian. I'll show him. Now what? Let's tie a knot or something. We're not doing a fish baiting call, that's a silly idea. Hey, there we go. We've redeemed ourselves from swearing at fish. I take my pole and try to tie an elaborate looking knot to impress Brian. The classic hunter's bend. I learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver unto us a bountiful harvest. I look over to Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Thanks for the eggplants, Tesla. Look at all those aubergines. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can. And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. So I judged the wind speed wrong. This cold air drives the pressure down. Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole. Oi oi. With a smile, and I just sit there feeling like an idiot. Oh, this feels like a minigame. Oh, my life. Okay. Oh, it's like a little match 3 game. Cool. Fishing around here is easy. They group up. All you gotta do is line up 3 of the same species and reel them in. I need to match 3 of the same species. I can't tell which fish is which. I posted the videos. Okay. We get to learn about floating corgis later.
Match
Cool.
that fish.
Match that fish.
Now you're
Oh, okay.
Nice catch. Match of
Yes!
the day. Nice catch.
Look at this go! Nope. That one and that one.
Catch of the day.
There.
Now you're
I
fishing.
really wish they weren't moving so much because it's kind of messing with my face.
Nice match.
Face, eyes. Words, I can... Words.
Match of the day.
Match of the day.
Catch of the day.
There's one.
Now you're fishing.
Now you're fishing with portals. I can't put that there. Oh gosh. No, there. No! Oh, don't do that. I'll ruin my thing.
Catch of the day.
That's better.
Rainbow trout.
Oh, what's a rainbow trout? What does that do?
Nice match. Match of the day.
Can I match that with anything?
Nice match. Nice match. Nice,
Ah! So much fish.
nice catch. Nice
I
catch.
feel like I'm scoring well though, at least.
Catch of the
Oh
day.
wow, the rainbow trout fills... Oh wow, okay. Cool, that clears the whole route.
Match of the day.
That is the wrong fish. There.
Catch of the day.
There.
Match of
Yes.
the day.
I can do this. I can do this. There's one. Nope. That one.
Now you're fishing. Catch of the day.
Catch of the day.
Match of the day.
Ah!
Now
It doesn't help they all look fairly similar.
nice catch. Catch of the day.
I don't know what kind of score I need to get, but I feel like I'm doing okay.
Match of the day.
Maybe.
Match of the day.
I've got over 1,000 points. That seems good.
Nice match. Now you're fishing.
Ah! Yes! Oh, if you get 2,000 points, that's an achievement. Okay, okay. This day is terrifying. So many fish. Good work. Yay! I did a fishing! This is way tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand. I reflexively tug upwards. I think I got something big. Tip of the pole dips down repeatedly and the line starts to run. Reel it in! I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout, and Brian hands me a net. It's all yours. I lean down and notice my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the ones Brian's caught. The pole saw is mine. Oh my... Oh dear. That's true, it's not better than the pinky slaps. That was an amazing minigame. The entire canoe tips over with me. I find myself sinking into a lake. I should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. Oh! Finally dragged upwards, sputtering water. All of our gear floats on the surface, and Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time. You alright? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all our fish are now swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. We row back to shore with Maxwell in tow. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian's got his shirt off. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Check out that dad bod. Man, all that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours? Yes, okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I'd done more sit-ups in my life. Or any sit-ups at all. Another thing you best be in, stupid sexy Brian. Stupid sexy Brian. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have. Day's young, we can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple of lures out by the water's edge. We're probably going to have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. Until another day. My stomach growls. You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars, which are miraculously not wet. I'm glad stupid sexy Brian is now a quote. I have a small child. I am flushed with snacks. Brian is the kind of guy. You should always be prepared with snacks. Always. Brian joins me by the fire and I accept the cargo short granola. And now, we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. I take a look around at the sun cresting the tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. Forest seems to be becoming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature's beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slack my neck and curse. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. Ugh, I've always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I've always kind of liked it. Reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. We're gonna play fetch with the doggo. Break the stick in half to assert your dominance. No, throw the stick towards the woods. Well, Brian approves. Brian approves. I hurl the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stubby little legs can carry him. Which, consequently, is not very fast. He is very cute, though. Nice throw, Kyle. I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're a very good and speedy boy. You're the world champion of fetch, you are. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Scratch behind his ear. Oh, I should have rubbed his belly. Should absolutely have rubbed his belly. I give Maxwell some nice little scratches behind his floppy ears. He responds in kind by licking my face. Oh, he really likes you. Be careful. He's going to try and follow you home if you keep that up. I scratch Maxwell's ears more intensely. I'm going to steal your dog, Brian. We both laugh, but I'm only kind of kidding. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines, which Brian effortlessly fillets the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. assert thigh dominance or assert thigh dominance? Well, judging by the build of Brian, I'm pretty sure he's going to be, like, he's going to have thick thighs. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol, I'm going to have to issue you both a citation and demand you put your shirts on. There are children present. You man, he thick. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head and thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Aww. Grace used to try and follow you home. It's cute. Where you guys been? Studying entomology? What? We were playing with bugs. Huh. I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. He is a big corgo. What do you take me for, a child? Yes? Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder.
Dad.
Right. He chonky. Maxwell's cute, though. We take a seat round the fire and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything? Fish taste okay? Daisy and Amanda nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great. Old Harding family recipe. Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out there on the lake and then...
Ah, shucks.
And then I accidentally tipped over that boat. Don't worry, all the gear floated to the surface, so we didn't lose anything. Right, Kyle? Aww. Brian's helping us look cool in front of our daughter and not telling her that we ruined everything. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. Aww, Brian's a sweetie. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been an ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. It is definitely a Kyle problem, all this competition. Oh, I like this. Enjoy your work, Black Eddie. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. I rest my head against the window in the low rumble of the dirt road. You're enjoying this, aren't you, Tesla? You can just press a button and drop in a sound command without having to type anything. I rest my head against the window and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep.
Sweet Manchego.
Hey, sleepyhead. I open my eyes and realise I'd dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Oh, hey. I was resting my eyes. I just wanted to type what I wrote ironically badly. Well done. Just in case we have to suddenly jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it. I'm ready to fight. Yeah, with my strong arms. Yeah, it's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yup. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah. Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish and... Oh, why do you care so much? Amanda Panda. Just look at the guy. He's so obviously got my number and he's rubbing my face in it. Dad, I love you. But you're kind of dumb sometimes. Dumb? Or clearly the superior dad. You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I'm a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night. Net pups. How did we score on our date?
Of all the dates I've been on, that sure was something.
Ooh, I'll take that. I'll take that. I feel like we would have scored better if I hadn't just swore at the fish. But I would 100% do it again because it was amazing. It's okay to cry if you're feeling sad. It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decided to take the long way home. I casually strolled through the neighbourhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide, walkable sidewalks at night. Yeah, exactly that, Tesla. I love it. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. A drop of water hits my head. Ah, now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. Turns out my team isn't playing, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie over a shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. I look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone in the corner, nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so... sad. We haven't found Robert yet, but we have found Mary. You're probably not wrong, Tesla. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into the middle distance. I feel like we should say hi, she seems down. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. This seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyway and she finally notices me.
Hey.
Hey, cowboy. You alright? Never better. She hiccups. Guess she's a little far gone. Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh. Oh no. Will you walk a gal home? Of course I'll walk you home. I slide out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. I reach out a hand to help her, but she waves me away.
Hey.
I got it. She clearly does not got it.
Ah.
You know what? Hang out here for a second. I walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac and I'm just making sure she gets home safe tonight. I know you. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just... She usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. Thanks, Neil! She doesn't, like, go home with... I don't really want to say it. One of the guys she meets. Nah. Nah? Ain't a thing. Huh. That surprises me. Huh. I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. It's still raining a little bit. I take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street towards the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her, for fear she might hit on me. Or not. What does the bartender mean by ain't her thing? Sorry you have to see me like this. I'm not... I know Joseph doesn't like it when I just... Sorry. It's alright. Well, Mary! I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's alright. No, it's not. It's not. I'm having a really... Forget it. As we get to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait, can we just... Hold on. What's wrong?
Hey. Hey.
How about another drink? Old time's sake? Come on, Mary, it's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile. Yeah, right. Pulls me in close for a hug, holding on for me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest.
Hey.
You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater and walks the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh. That was weird.
Welcome.
You've got dads. Aw, come on, where are my messages? Why is nobody messaging me? I mean, Kyle. Obviously. Okay, well that was fun. Found Mary drunk on her own in a bar. I get the feeling things aren't going very well between her and Joseph, just a hunch. I feel like... So that's 2 dates now with Brian and 2 dates with Hugo. I kind of want to go and hang out with Victorian dude. Chicken tonight? I feel like chicken tonight. Excellent Wyatt Tesla. I think we should go hang out with Vampire Damien. What do we do? What was that? Oh, that was the... Oh, that was when we went on the art thing. Art was fun. Yeah, let's go hang out with Damien. He was cool. It's okay if you don't come in first, just make sure you have health insurance. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter. Oh, is it from Grandma? Nope, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, the dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads... Oh wow, okay, we have an actual letter to read. Oh. Dearest Kyle, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One could only hope that my use of slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit, and for that I thank you. That said, Kyle, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. Okay. Wow. Wow, Damien. Amanda and I both look up from the letter.
Huh?
Wow. He's good.
Hmm.
So you gonna catch a movie? Yeah. Better message him on Dadbook and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut.
Hey.
You have to write him back! A real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon. Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. They are impressive letters, right, Pombo? Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy.
Huh.
Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. Doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2. Evil Never Dies. I don't know. It sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. I don't even know what the word ennui means. I've never seen it written down in my life. But I think I pronounced it correctly. Maybe. Really? Nah, it's just a lot of blood and vampire titties. Well, let's roll the dice.
Oh.
I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at a table with Amanda trying to draft a nice letter. I start writing. Damien. I do hope this letter finds you in good health. Hey.
Ah.
Good one. What's next? Remember when your son tried to cast a Amontillado, that kid? No. I must confess of my amateur control of the written word.
Huh.
Jeez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on the last we met. That one. Nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna hang out. True art takes time, Amanda. Oh my goodness. Well, a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Like Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. Get lost in your details. That one. Bring it home, Pops. Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movies. I would very much enjoy your company accompanying me to the cinema. No. It will bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you'll find both titillating and enjoyable. Hard daps! Namaste, we'll hit it. Wait, it is hard daps! I don't know what that means. Best wishes. And then I sign my name. My full name, because it's fancier that way. Kyle Squidge. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Oh, look! Oh, bless Kyle. You need to work on your writing. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Daps is basically a high five, I think. Okay. I can get behind that. Slapping your palms is a form of greeting a friend, and then holding their hand as you pull your fingers back makes it a stat. What? I'm so confused, but okay. I have never heard of this. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down to form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing? Pull back on your fingers like a stretch? Like that? That's so weird. I don't understand. Maybe I'm too old. Amanda pours some wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses a small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing... Here it is! Your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. Never get your pigeons from Anthony, kids. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished? Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls round where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day, he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit and I show up to the theatre a little bit early. It's a chilly night and the theatre's kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You always gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? Oh, that was really loud. Oh, I don't know. I just walked out. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it going to rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What?
What?
What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids, or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it.
Sweet Manchego.
Thanks, Tesla. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Ugh, my dad's here. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theatre. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies.
Oh my.
You watching that? I thought Damien would enjoy it. Ha! Good luck with that, Dad. Oh, this is gonna go well. Yeah, what do we call a plural of a group of goth kids? Is it a gaggle? Gaggle kind of works. Or is it a murder, perhaps, like crows? Lucian rejoins his friends and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer and Damien buys us snacks. Seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Is everything okay? Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favourite horror movie? Of course I have a favourite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some kind of strange foreign horror film that I'd never heard of. Oh my goodness, is it going to turn out that Damien's actually terrified of horror films? That's going to be really cute. He's a fraidy cat. I think you're right, Tesla. Damien's knuckles are turning white. Looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies? You must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film. Damien screams. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Awaken, my coffin. Two more vampires slide the tops off their stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. The three look at each other, and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick. Just getting weird Damien noises is so odd. We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally... blood you!
I...
Oh no. Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood spatters all over everything, including the camera. Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood.
Oh my.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap.
Huh.
I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary situation. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit he's afraid of it. I wish he'd hold my hand again. Maybe I could do something to try and make him feel more comfortable? I've got it! I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Let's point out a plot hole. Or a dad joke. Plot hole. Did you notice how that guard fired 7 bullets, but his gun only holds 6? Yes, that is absolutely unforgivable from a filmmaking standpoint. It's almost unwatchable. It's funny how it's so much easier to point out tiny mistakes in the work of others than it is to go and create your own thing, huh? Hey, look, that's an anachronism.
Huh.
The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, only with a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie, where Romulus Bad Blood and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears the true vampire crusade was the vampire crusade in our hearts. Our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out. Hard. The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen. Then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who watch the two from afar. Oh no! Twist ending! Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3! Evil must die again! More thunder, more ominous organs, and the movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Everyone kills you, call you Romulus. Oh, that must be pretty annoying. I'm not an ancient Roman character, thank you. Damien and I walk out of the movie theatre amongst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. Modern. Interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to details in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A little more vampire titties than I thought there'd be.
Oh.
Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. Damien's making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theatre. Lovely night, isn't it?
Oh.
As lovely as the company, yes. Ah, he thinks I'm lovely. Yeah, okay, here comes the smooth response. That's all I get. God damn it, Kyle. No problem. Hey, Cold Night. How you doing? Crushed it. We both stand there, feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. How's the dads? Well, we've been on a fishing date with Brian, which was quite fun. We've just been to the cinema with Damien, who it turns out is actually terrified of horror movies, bless him. And he was screaming all the way through. Yeah, so it's alright. Maylee's doing a lurk. That's okay, Maylee. Don't work too hard. Getting a little hungry? We can maybe stop and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner, are greeted by the gates of a cemetery. What? We going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavour, Kyle. Trust me. Are we having a picnic in a cemetery? Oh, suddenly we've got music. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The nightlights sparkle around us. Gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in the graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. Where were you? Literally, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak. Damien keeps picnic baskets in his butt. It's official. Oh. Damien unfolds the blanket. We both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. Yes, with the wine and the cheese! Oh, damn it. Oh, why, Damien? Don't you get on the wine and cheese? That makes it difficult to choose. In the Victorian era, there was no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards
Sweet
became a
man,
more
Jacob.
popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. It's not Greggs and Wines, but okay. That's true. No one's offering me a Greggs and Wines date yet. Jeez. Crap timing. You gotta get better at this, Tesla. Makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
Oh my.
I wasn't. He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I feel as if, because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part, truth be told. I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. I'm so sorry. If I'd known, I'd have suggested another movie. I did get the Sweet Manchego sound, yes. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. Has this vampire mentioned anything about the children of the night yet? Not yet, Coding. Welcome in, by the way. Hope you're having a good day. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that? I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us. Its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid as transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature's getting closer, moving faster. Is it a badger? Woof! Oh. It's a dog. Ah. As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey. Both look up, not expecting to see... Robert! Oh yeah, he has a dog! We've never seen it! What? I like that. I like that emote coding. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? What? I didn't know you had a dog. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. But Alicia, now we're walking this graveyard together. Told you to pitch, just not in the bar. Tesla knew. Hunting cryptids. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? Dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. He does know he had a dog. He shut in the room. Yeah, I'm sure that we knew he had a dog. There are a few times, I think depending on the order you play this in, it gets a little bit... The timelines get a little bit crossed. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice too. Yeah, dogs are cool. I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. Let's say we make our way home. Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. Packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Schrodinger's dog. Traditionally, vampires can control dogs. Is that a bit of lore? I didn't know that, to be fair. Wouldn't surprise me. There's two dog dads. Is there a cat? Oh, we haven't seen a cat dad yet. No. Your coffee cup is leaking. No, Tesla. You oozing coffee everywhere. It's not good. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Kyle, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak, pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief, presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I will use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. I can't wait to sneeze on this, and I'm going to wave for some passing ships. Down you. Aw, Tesla. On you is not a good place for coffee. I will use this to dry my tears for those I have lost. Yes. Yes! He likes it. A noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted, so thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Aww. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. I unlock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad! What's up? Were you watching me from the window? No? I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But, as it turns out, Damien is scared. Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool it's scary. Nice save, Kyle. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, it's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure that you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for a night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Yeah! Palm is a fan of Damien. He's growing on me. Ooh. Yes!
Are you familiar with the works of Corey Feldman? He simply slayed in The Lost Boys.
That was a good date. He turned into Mr. Disappeared. S rank. Sweet.
Welcome.
You've got Daz. Timing, I know, right? I need to change that. Because apparently poor Danto still brings up the TOS emote, which is quite funny though. Hey Danto! How you doing? What were you streaming? Can we get a shout out for Danto in the chat? How's your day been, Danto? S rank. S rank, Eddie. S. Clear your mind out the gutter. You terrible person. Is the emote thing for Ray still booked? I think so. I've not looked for a while. When I last looked, it wasn't even. You couldn't even use Twitch Global emotes. It was only BTTV, which is kind of annoying. But never mind. I know where this raid tune is from. Yes, there you go. It is Ebb and Flow, the track from Splatoon. I love it very much. As the UM's coming in with the Danto raid. I'm raiding the raid because I'm off to get the kids. Ah, playing some Yakuza. Very nice. Well, have fun on the school run. We're just going to pick another dad to go on a date with. Oh, man. Now I'm kind of torn between Damien and Hugo, which is kind of annoying. Damn it. Brian's cool and all, but nah. I think we might go on another date with Craig. I'm kind of curious about Robert, but let's go see Craig because he's our cool college buddy. Let's message Craig. Brian looks like he enjoys a straw IPA. I bet he does. He's a very outdoorsy kind of guy. The craft beer scene would suit him, I think. I really want to get some good quality time in with Craig. Last time we hung out, he was so busy with the kids and fending off flirty moms, I feel like we barely talked. Ever since the first time we hung out, I've been trying to get up a little early for runs. I don't think I'm going to be as embarrassing as last time. Maybe I'll even be able to catch up with him now. Beer? Where? In my fridge! Or encoding emotes, apparently. I type out a message to him on Dad Book. Hey man, been training on my run game recently. Ready for round 2? Craig responds almost immediately. There's a Matt with 1 T. My ex is a Matt with 1 T. Don't pick him. Oh, he's quite nice. He likes music and he runs a coffee shop. Dude, of course, emojis. I don't know why he didn't just send an emoji rather than type it out. Another message pops into my inbox from Craig. Let's meet up early tomorrow morning for my favourite morning activity. Brunch. Oh god. I type back. Brunch? What is that? You run and then you get brunch. Oh. That sounds tolerable.
Sweet manchego.
Craig and I agree to a time to meet in the morning and I have a chance to spend the evening hanging out with Amanda. For the Raiders, obviously. I see, Tesla. So, we doing pizza tonight? Again? Can't we do, like, a salad night?
Huh?
Dad, you want a health kick? Not yet. I formed the committee to examine the possibility of being on a health kick. They haven't returned with their findings. Dad, if you go on a health kick, then I have to go on a health kick by the virtue of being under the same roof as you, and I don't know if I have the constitution for that. The committee's still out. The committee isn't back with its findings yet. This is a multi-year assessment on several bureaucratic levels. Well, Amanda picks up the phone and stares at me humbly. Yeah, she dials. Hi, yes, can I get an extra large pizza with chicken, bacon, extra cheese and tomatoes? Tomatoes? Oh god, tomatoes. And a couple of garlic sauce cups. Amanda, you're going a little north here. Oh, right. Can you maybe throw some leaves on there or something? Yeah, he's going on the health kick. Yeah, Rico, I know, it's tragic. Amanda listens for a second. Hold on, I'll ask. Dad, is oregano a salad? I feel like that should be oregano, but because that's how they'd say it, but no, it's oregano. I should do a refresh macro on my Elgato. Yeah, it could be. I've not looked at macros in OBS, but it might be. Oregano is not a salad. Can't blame me for trying. Nah, Rico. I'm talking to my dad. We'll just go with the meat lover's fantasy. Sure, say hi to the wife and kids for me. Amanda hangs up. Rico says hey. The food gets delivered and we plop down on the couch to eat some za. Just be careful. Running is a gateway drug. It's a slippery slope, Dad. First, you go on a couple of light jogs, and before you know it, you're converting the garage into a home gym or renewing your subscription to some sort of weekly kombucha delivery service. I didn't know she knew Ado. He's not here, so I can abuse him. Ha ha ha. Question. Shoot. What's kombucha? Okay, so you aren't too far gone yet. I'm just giving you a hard time, Pups. Really happy you're running more and caring about your health. I want to keep you around for as long as possible. Thanks, kiddo. Speaking of which, I'm running with Craig tomorrow. You gonna be able to keep up with him? Hey. Probably not. We laugh and eat more pizza than is probably healthy in the name of carbo loading. I call it a night early, so I'm ready for tomorrow. When I first started running in the mornings, it was pretty hellish. Now that I'm a few sessions in, admittedly it's become a little easier, despite it always ending in me dry heaving over a trash can. Is that what the runner's high is? Dry heaving? I lace up my tennis shoes, throw on a t-shirt from a writer's summit I went to 20 years ago, and head out the door at a moderate jog. Craig is already outside with river strapped to his chest.
Bro.
He's dressed head to toe in colour-coordinated running gear. Wow, I look like a total schlub next to this guy. Hey, bro! Morning, Craig. River gonna be running with us? Best she can. We're taking it to the limit, aren't we, kiddo? Yeah. I'm a lurk. No worries, Ems. Oh, I know what that means. Craig hands her a stuffed toy, which makes her smile ear to ear. That's Arnold, the capybara. Sometimes it's the only thing that'll get her to stop crying. Oh, I've been there. Amanda had a stuffed panda that she carried around everywhere. She'd have a tantrum if we even tried to wash it. It was gross. So you've been running lately? Every morning for 30 minutes. I'm basically an elite athlete by this point. Ha! Well, I'll try to keep up. Where are we headed? Oh, I was thinking we could do a couple laps around the park. Okay, that sounds reasonable.
Oh.
Then we'll do some hill climbs up a slope. I can probably handle that.
Oh.
And then we'll close it off by doing some wilderness survival hike running to increase our agility. I'm suddenly struck with the overwhelming need to crawl back into bed.
Oh.
That sound okay to you? I usually like to throw in some timed murder sprints in there, but I'll go easy on you since you're a beginner. That sounds like something I'm able to physically do.
Hey.
Great! Let's get started! Oh no.
Oh.
Craig and I finally arrive at the park. A few other lone joggers make their way around the perimeter and River waves enthusiastically at everyone we pass. It's a lot more peaceful in the mornings. Aside from birds chirping and River gurgling away in the stroller, it's pretty quiet. Alright, good warm-up. That was the warm-up.
Hey.
Let's start the show. Wait. Craig reaches into his bag and tosses me a water bottle. I fumble it, but thankfully don't drop it. Drop it? Drop it. Gotta hydrate, bro. Take a long drink from the bottle and feel reinvigorated. Man, I don't drink enough water. Hey. I look down and pick up Arnold, River's toy, and hand it back to her. Must have dropped this. Thanks for looking out, bro.
Hey.
You ready? My body is collapsing in on itself. Yeah! We finally finish our however many teens lap around the park. I'm breathing heavily, but I can't believe I actually didn't lose Craig. He's even breathing heavily too, which makes me feel a little bit better. Look down my shirt and notice I'm drenched in sweat. Oh, almost like a frowny face. That's one. What?
Hey.
I'm just kidding. Good hustle out there. Really impressed. You're way better than the last time I launched you off a treadmill. Yeah, man. You really pushed me to my limit just now. Can't believe I held on.
Oh.
Sometimes you just need someone there with you to push you to do your absolute best. Glad I could be that guy, bro.
Slave cheered 10 bits. Biaro.
Wow, that made me spit out my tea. Cool, thanks, Brian. Thanks for that, Brian. He does not like capital letters. BRO. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm glad I had, like, no tea to spit everywhere. So I don't have to now clear tea off my desk. But there we go. That was fun.
Slave cheered 10 bits. Bro.
you can read. He just doesn't like capital letters, apparently. Brian has issues. We know this. But he's still one of the more reasonable text-to-speeches I found. Ugh. Who's ready for hill climbs? Blah!
Oh.
There's my little cheerleader. Kyle, you ready? Back in a sec, no worries, Pom. I feel like at this one I'd be the bottom one. We'll go with a minimal It only pronounces my name with the right capital letters, and for some reason it doesn't pick up the capital letters from the Twitch handle. It's kind of annoying. You bet. Craig takes me to a separate portion of the park where he has a steep hill that seems to go up forever. I strain my eyes to see some of the joggers at the top. So what do we do now? We run up the thing. That looks like a lot. Kyle, there's two things you need to know about this hill. 1, don't stop running till you get to the top. 2, Craig points to the top of the hill.
Hey.
That's not the top. Oh crap. Let's do this! Oh no. I finally reached the top of the hill after making my way past what I originally thought was the top of the hill. Once there, I hunch over onto my knees and gasp for air. My lungs are like daggers poking up my ribs. I can feel my heart in my ears. Bleh. River, I'm having a moment, please. Oh boy. Craig looks like he's taken a beating as well. Ha! So he is human. Kyle, put your arms on your head and stretch out your elbows. It'll help you breathe better. I do as he says. Feels a little better, but I am still in agony. And here. Tosses me the water bottle again. I hydrate like my life depends on it. Thanks, dude.
Hey.
Phenomenal work. You feel that lightness in your head? That's the runner's high. Oh, that's it. I thought I was just, dying. Want to take it slow for a bit? I would like that very much. As we're catching our breath, River starts crying.
Oh.
What's wrong, Sweet Pea? Do you want to play with Arnold? Craig looks around us.
Hey.
Oh boy. Man down. I think we lost Arnold. River keeps wailing.
Hey.
I've abandoned my child's toy. We gotta find him, dude. Should be simple, right? We just gotta retrace our steps. I remember Riverlast having it down at the bottom of the hill. Craig and I jog down the path, searching high and low for the stuffed capybara, while Craig takes the time to explain to me it's a large rodent native to South America. I think I know what's coming. Oh no, okay. I thought you were going to put a sweet manchego in though, Tesla. Hey, Arnold! That's much better. We get to the place where River might have dropped it, but it's still nowhere to be found. Looks like we've got a mystery on our hands. We have to get to the bottom of this. I suspect foul play. Looks like this is a prime case for world-renowned Detective Squidge. Dude, it's time for a bro adventure. A bro venture! Move it, football head! That brings back memories. We high-five and decide to jog back to the park to see if we can find any leads. So it looks like there's a couple more places to check and some bros around here that we can interrogate. Sounds good.
Nice.
Wait, who's good cop, who's bad cop? Think about it for a second. Well, if we see your stature and overall resilience, you'd make an intimidating bad cop. But, on the other hand, you do have an adorable baby strapped to your chest, so that softens the edges a bit.
Oh.
All valid points. I think you make for a great good cop because of your congenial attitude and willingness to try new things. But, then again, I have seen how you get when there are too many commercial breaks during a show and you have the potential to be a scary bad cop. I don't want to have to watch Meet Hell in 3-minute segments with 5 minutes of commercials in between, and they're loud, and the commercials are too loud. I just want to watch my shows in peace without people yelling at me to buy wiper fluid and stuff. I completely agree, Kyle. My lights suddenly got really bright in here. That's better.
Hey.
Case in point. Let's play it moment by moment.
Oh,
Smart.
nice.
So, where to, Brotective? Let's go to the playground. We make our way over to a small playground at the edge of the park. A couple of kids play on the jungle gym while parents watch on the nearby benches. Over on one of the benches, I spot a familiar face. Let's interrogate Joseph. Let's see what Joseph's up to. I missed any response to Hey Arnold as my phone rang. It's okay, you missed a move at football head. That was probably about it. We jog over to Joseph, who seems to be engrossed in his book. Joseph! Joseph nearly drops his book. Hey guys, didn't think I'd see you two out here. Kyle, are you exercising? Sure am. You know me, I just love to run and be healthy. It's kind of my whole thing. What are you reading? Oh, just a book on knots and rope tying.
Oh, cracker.
For boats! Boat ropes! Boat ropes. Nothing else. Oh, Joseph. His lingo is so cringe. There is a lot of broing going on. Right. Say, you didn't have to see a stuffed capybara around here. What's a capybara? It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Joseph thinks for a second. Haven't seen one around. I'll tell the kids to keep an eye out. Your kids are here?
Hey.
Joseph looks around.
Oh, cracker bits.
Oh, crackers. They were here a second ago. Must have gone exploring around the park. Do you know where they could have run off to? They're kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they always come back. That sounds a little suspect. Mischief, you say?
Oh,
Wait, am I being interrogated right now? No. Just doing our due diligence, Joseph. Sus, bro!
Oh.
Arnold means a lot to River here. I mean, you're more than welcome to ask Christian and Christy. I imagine they have their ears to the ground at all the latest playground drama. They might be somewhere around the woods. Thanks, Joseph. We'll let you get back to your rope book. Boat ropes! Joseph likes his ropes. Oh. We head back to the playground. Look for clues. Craig and I, two grown adults, walk into the playground and begin examining it meticulously for clues. There's no forensic evidence here. No stray capybara hairs, at least. After searching fruitlessly for some time, we look up. All the parents are staring at us. We smile and wave as we awkwardly slink away. We head back to the playground. This is a pretty nice playground. Might as well get a couple of swings in. What about Arnold? Maybe having a little swing might calm River down. Might buy us some time. You're right. She's about to go nuclear. This might prepare her for the possibility of not being able to find Arnold. Those are not boat ropes he's searching. Not when he's defending it that rigorously. Life is cruel and tough, but at least we'll always have swings. Craig straps River into the baby swing and gives her a gentle push. She giggles. I take a seat on the swing next to her and immediately realise I'm stuck. River seems to love this. Craig eventually helps me out of the swing and we decide to get back to the investigation. Let's go to another part of the park. Where now? To the... Oh, let's go to the woods because that's where the kids were. I've returned. Welcome back, Pom. We're on a hunt for a stuffed capybara. We make our way to the outskirts of the park. There are a couple of benches by the dense tree line. Looks like Robert's here all by himself. This also seems like the perfect place to look for clues. And ignore the screams from the car boots. Just creaking. Nothing wrong here at all. Joseph's twins must be around here somewhere. Look for clues. We search through the outskirts of the woods, hoping to find anything that might lead us to Arnold. There are a couple of cigarettes and empty beer cans scattered around the thicket. This is probably the hot spot for edgy teens to hang out at night and say swears and stuff. But it doesn't look like there was any recent activity that might be capybara related. This might be a dead end, partner bro. We return to the woods. Joseph's twins must be around somewhere. Maybe Robert saw something. We walk over to Robert's bench.
Oh.
Hey, Rob. Don't call me that. Okay, hi, Robert. Don't call me that either. Okay. Hey, buddy. What are you up to?
Hey.
Thinking. This is my thinking bench. I have to get a solid 2 to 3 hours of brooding in per day and filling quotas.
Oh.
Have you, by any chance, seen a small stuffed capybara around? A capybara is... It's a large rodent native to South America, I know. So, have you seen one?
Hey.
Stuffed one, not a real one. That would be weird. Let's be bad cop. Alright, Robert, we've been nice. Help us out or I'm gonna go off, learn how to fight, and then come back here to kick your ass. You learning how to fight? Please. Well, fine. If you don't tell us what you want to hear, I'm gonna spoil the season finale of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers.
Really?
You're bluffing. My buddy here doesn't play by the rules. Kyle will do it. Callum and Flint crash into a haunted... Stop! You're a monster! Screams? What screams? The screams coming from Joseph's basement. They're nothing, honest.
Oh.
Robert sighs. I haven't seen any goddamn capybara, okay? Crap! I was really nailing the bad cop bit too. I thought for sure we had something.
Nice.
Now what? Joseph said his twins were around here somewhere, but I have no idea how we're supposed to find them. Wait, those creepy kids? Oh, why didn't you tell me that had something to do with this? Huh, maybe I should have left the good cop, bad cop routine to the pros on TV.
Bro.
Yeah, Robert Bro, do you know where they are? I do. A lot of people underestimate the senses of the man who broods. Saw them lurking around here a little while ago. Where'd they go? Ran into the woods. Be careful though. I don't trust them. I don't trust them either, they are creepy as heck. Then again, I don't trust anyone. Not even you guys. Not even that baby. Meh. I take that back. You're an old soul, kiddo. Thanks for your help, Robert. The woods. Go to the woods! I stare into the depths of the forest. Who knows what could be in there?
Nice.
Are you prepared for what we might face in there? Yes. I'm ready, partner bro. If it gets River to stop crying, I don't care. Let's do this.
Nice.
We start down the path into the woods, keeping our eyes and ears peeled for any sign of Arnold. There are no squirrels or birds anywhere. The silence is unsettling. The sun can barely peek through the canopy. It's colder here. Suddenly, we hear voices. I want to do it! You want to do it last time! Craig and I come to a clearing where we find Christian and Christy kneeling over... something. Stop right there!
Bro.
Put your tiny hands so we can see them. Christian and Christy just stare at us. You heard the guy. Put your hands up. I'm kind of in the middle of something here. Yeah, can you come back later? What are you kids doing? Cutting stuff? My heart is pounding. Is this the end of the line? For some reason the kids remind me of the other one. I can't think why. I can't think why, Melly. Not that they're terrifying at all. I step closer. I can't believe what I'm seeing. A pair of safety scissors lies in the dirt and... It's Arnold. What have they done to him?
Dude.
Arnold! Come play with us, Kyle. Ah! You heard the baby. Hand over the capybara. No fair. Finders keepers. No, not finders keepers. That's our property and you've desecrated it. Well, how can you prove it's yours? Yeah, doesn't have your name on it. Actually, it does. See on the foot there? Chrissy looks at the foot. I can't read. Craig looks at me.
Oh.
I'm so done with this, bro. There's no use arguing with them. River sniffles. Craig looks exhausted. Oh no!
Hi.
I gotta get her home or she's gonna have another meltdown. Let's brunch some other time, yeah? Oh no! I head back to the cul-de-sac alone and head inside the house. God, I'm ready for a shower, a gallon of water, and a nap. But Amanda's still asleep.
Huh.
Crack open her door to find her still in bed, sleepily scrolling through her phone. Morning. Afternoon, actually.
Huh?
Right, how was brunch? Well, we had a good time with the run part, but we didn't make it to the rest of the portmanteau. Huh? To brunch. We didn't make it to brunch. Somehow we lost River's toy capybara on our run. A capybara is...
Huh.
Dad, don't patronize me about giant rodents. I know. Sorry. Anyway, we figured out that Joseph's creepy twins had something to do with it, but we never got to the bottom of it. We actually cornered the kids in the woods and found what was left of the toy, but we couldn't convince them to give it back. Maybe if we'd had a smoking gun. I mean, evidence, not a literal gun.
Hmm?
So, the run went well though? I was a little worried about your endurance. Yeah, it was rough at first. I'm kind of worrying, like, why is there still creepy music happening? Ended up being a piece of cake. I actually felt pretty great. Oh, my legs give out. Find myself on the floor of the hallway.
Huh.
I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. You take your time getting up. Oh dear. I feel like we didn't do very well on that date. Murder sprint. Oh man.
You should know that practice makes perfect.
That was bad. That was bad, guys. Oh dear. We didn't do well on that.
You've got dads.
I'm wondering if we've kind of run out of story, almost. And it's now a point of, like... Because we're not getting any more messages on Dadbook. The days don't seem to be progressing as they were. So I'm wondering if we're now at the point where we can just do all the dates with all the dads. Which would get me the achievement. And I think, although I bet, I assume as you do at one third date, then that's the point when the game will start to finish, maybe? I feel like the bins might be being emptied because that is really loud, whatever that is. I don't know. So we've done 2 dates with Craig, Brian, Damien, and Hugo. Which leaves Robert, Matt, and Joseph. I don't know. I don't know who to pick. I know we said Hugo, and we do have the sweet... We have called this stream Sweet Manchego. Maybe we just try the 3rd date with Hugo and see what happens. If we finish the game, we finish the game. If not, we can do more dates next time. I have it. Joseph's family terrify me, so I kind of want to... I think I'm going to skip Joseph for now. Damien and Hugo get my votes. Yeah, he and his kids are weird. Joseph isn't... Yeah, Joseph gives off many weird vibes. Plus, I know you can only get one ending, so I feel like, as we've not had any story progression for a little while, apart from fighting Mary in the bar, I feel like... Okay, hang on, I'm gonna do a thing. Let's do a thing. Let's do a poll. Okay, we are going on vampire dates. Let's do it. Let's do it. Back into Dream Daddy. Alrighty. Damien is best dad. Vampire dad. We're going on our 3rd date with Damien, guys. Oh, here we go. Right, yeah, this is the thing. Okay, you know what they say about 3rd dates. They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse Dadbook for a while. Are you ready? I am ready. This is it. Ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. He He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post instead of through Dadbook. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signet rings to use as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. As for a YouTube series of my parents react to me playing Dream Daddy. Third date. Filth! 100% filth. How's your day been, Smugs? Welcome in. Hanging out with that goth dad again? Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes, be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him into our household that one time, and I've seen The Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power. Yes, Amanda, I have become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Aww.
Turn into a bat. I don't think... What's the point of being a vampire if you can't turn into a bat? She has a point. Well, okay, I'm off. You taking the car, or are you flying off into the night on the leathery wings of a bat? One of those. What about, could you throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That'd be great. No, don't throw the garlic bread! I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right? That's my girl! I love Amanda in this, she's great. Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting. Damien's cloak. He hates it when people call it a cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze. This is gonna seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, so it would make sense that the style surrounding it be gratefully influenced by mourning. Interestingly enough, though, it was that in the Victorian era, Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is. I have another question. Go ahead. How are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned in the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life or something?
Oh, no.
I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe the only manageable way to cope is to accept that death is simply a part of living. You having lunch? That's a late lunch, Smugs. I hope it's a good lunch, though. It's the single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I'm going to die. You're going to die. And life carries on without us. Doesn't that make you feel scared? Not at all. Not without the advances of modern science. Death was everywhere in the Victorian era. And yet funerals were major social functions. Sushi! Ah, I haven't had sushi in ages. I'm jealous. Victorians were obsessed with mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs of their dead relatives. The minutiae of mourning was so complex, and there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself because we have no modern equivalent to those formalities. But we need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. Queen Vic was proper goth, she absolutely was. She was the OG goth. So no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe it is a waste to spend your life dreading the end of it. That time we have here is brief and fleeting and occasionally cruel, but is at all times precious. To stare death in the face and live despite that, I think, is a noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see the moonlight in the bay glint off Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbour and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look at Damien again and can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean in closer, closing my eyes as I do so. I'm so sorry. I have to take this. Damien steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh, I hope it isn't Lucian again. After speaking in hushed tones for a few moments, Damien returns to me. Everything okay?
What?
Oof. Damien, why are you so loud? There's an emergency. Lucian? No, thankfully, but I must take my leave. Oh, okay. Is there anything I can do to help? Dads do have to stick together, right? You know it. Then come. There isn't time to waste. Uh-oh. After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a run-down building on the outskirts of town. Where are we? It's better if I just show you. I push the surprisingly heavy door open and find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript I'm still unsure what kind of place this even is. Wait here for a moment, I'll be right back. Although I see baby gates and what look like pet carriers, so I'm assuming we're at a vet. Damien walks off down a corridor, his boot heels echoing through the halls of a seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from someplace I can't see, and there's a faint scratching sound like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall and find stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain-link fence, sticking their noses through to sniff at the air. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly, the light shut off. I panic. Unsure of where I am or how I can get out, I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier. Damien! The lights finally turn back on. Hey, sailor. Mary? What are you doing here?
Come on.
You aren't here for the fight club? What? I don't want to get punched in the face. Explains his love of dogs, right?
Ah.
Great, because this is an animal shelter. A what?
Ah.
We take care of stray animals, then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? I was close with vets. Oh, sorry. I didn't expect to see you volunteering at an animal shelter.
Ugh.
Wow. Okay, kid, way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this baloney? Just one moment. Dames. Thunder cracks and a door bursts open. Appearing from the shadows, I see... Damien? Oh my god! Guys, I wasn't expecting this. Look at, like, sensible Damien. What is this? Think about it. Damien hates when people say he has a cape. He gets phone calls and says there's been an emergency after hanging up. Ergo, Damien is a superhero. Confirmed. Oh my god, look at the little name tag and his ponytail. This is hilarious. This is a new side of Damien. Hey. It's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian era clothing, no makeup. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think. I'm a systems administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work and I listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions, and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. Who's the she-vampire? This is Mary. This is Joseph's wife. I'm boring. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and the goth lifestyle. That much is true. It's just not all that I am, and I need you to know that. Oh, I hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs attending to. Damien. You feel akin with Damien, do you, Smugs?
Oh my.
Oh, right. It's Duchess Cordelia. Again. Who's Duchess Cordelia?
Oh my god.
He's Richmond the Vampire. What? What is Richmond the Vampire? She's one of the pups. She gets out all the time. She somehow learned to open doors, and now she's unstoppable. When did she get out?
Hey.
This morning, I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats. When I came in... Mary sings sea shanties to the cats. That's incredible. And when I came back, she'd already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go and find her. Of course. Where could she be? She always ends up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. I've never seen the IT crowd, or the crowd, whoever you say it. I know, I'm terrible, but I've never watched it. She's very smart, ruthless even. You need to stay on your toes and get back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people. What? You're a perfect little peach, Kyle. We just don't want us to be stuck outside when it's cold. Oh. I'll grab some treats so we can hit the road. Damien and I look over the map Mary created for us. Oh man, I'm Nerd's house. Thanks, Mally, you're making me feel a bit better. At least you're not other Nerd's house. Looks like you're moving up in the pecking order. Congrats, kiddo. Where should we head first? Let's go to... Let's go to the aquarium! Damien and I exit the parking lot and start driving towards town. I look over to him and he seems concerned. Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she said that dog was smart. One time she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for Bark Bark Bark. I don't know. What do you think our odds are, Kyle?
Thank you!
Stella Michelle cheered 100 bits. Hi, you lovely bean.
Hey, Stella Michelle. How you doing? Welcome in. How has your day been? Thank you very much for the bits. Oh, Tesla, you missed the prying sweet manchego moment. Ah, terrible, terrible. How's your day been, Michelle? We've got to stay positive. My dad once told me, Kyle, you can't shove raisins up your nose, and that hurt my feelings.
Manchego.
I felt discouraged, but I kept a positive attitude, and you know what? I made it happen. Ew. It might have landed me in the ER and forced me to have 10 golden raisins removed from my nasal cavity, but on that day I learned that anything is possible if you have a good attitude and abnormally large nostrils. Young children really are resilient, I suppose. Ah, yes, young children. I was 16. Let's just hope for the best. We got this. Yeah, it's one of Hugo's phrases from this game. I believe it was when we were in the... I got that from when we were in the aquarium with Hugo and one of the kids had stolen something. It's his shocked expression. Penguins! Damien and I stopped by the aquarium. Everything looks in order here, but it might help to get out of the car and take a look. You seen anything?
Oh no.
Sweet dog here.
Manchego.
Not even any sign of her. Did you know that penguins are considered the gods of the sea? Damien, I want to believe you so badly. Okay, let's go to the Bayside. TDQ! Coming in with a raid! Hey guys, thank you for the raid, Toilet Duck. Macos, thank you for the follow. That's super appreciated. We are playing some Dream Daddy. TDQ, I don't know how much of this you've played. I feel like you've played more than me. But can we talk about Damien right here? Like, look at this! Look at this guy! Can we get a shout out for TDQ in the chat, please? From one of my lovely mods. We are currently... yeah, I'm currently on date 3 with Damien, by the way. So, yeah. We play this tomorrow night? Exciting. Exciting. Yeah, I've definitely further. Ooh! Yeah, so I've saved it. I've saved it just before this point, so I can kind of go back later and do some of the other ones. And yeah, we're on date 3 with Damien, and we're currently looking for a lost dog that's run away from. Somewhere. But yes, if you want to save this for yourself, then I completely understand. There will probably be spoilers ahead. Backbacks, thank you for the follow. Oh, how was Splatooning? Did you enjoy yourself? Oh, just like the old times, eh? I remember it as if it were yesterday. I mean, earlier today. What do you think? Any sign of the pooch? None yet. Although who knows if she made it onto any of these ships. The Duchess would do that. I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate a rough season without a compass. Very smart. Pups? David and I turned to see my daughter. Amanda, what are you doing here? Did you think I just stayed inside all day vegging out on the couch and watching TV? Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
Yes.
I'm heading home to go veg out on the couch and watch TV.
Eh?
Had to get a burrito first.
Oh.
Young miss, have you seen a dog around here?
Hey.
Oh, you bet. I saw a Pomeranian with a bow around his neck. Saw a big old Doberman named Henry. And there was a stroller full of Yorkies, a Greyhound, a Golden Retriever. Did you see a Mastiff anywhere? No dice. I would definitely remember that. I gotta run though. This burrito has about 10 minutes before the cheese breaks down the molecular structure of the tortilla and makes it all soggy. You understand? I do? Oh, of course. Have a lovely evening, Miss Squidge. Use caps locks. Much caps locks. We all like what we're seeing, but remember, DOS. I'm so glad we get to use that little emote. I'm so glad we get to use that little emote now. It makes me happy. Play hide and seek on Rainmaker maps. Oh my goodness. I don't play much Rainmaker, but it's quite fun. I mean, it's not Clan Blitz, which is awful. so anything's better than Clown Blitz. Let's go to the softball field. We drive to the softball field. Looks like Craig's team is practicing. Wonder if any of the kids saw something. Craig spots us and jogs over. Softball bat slung over his shoulder.
Oh.
Hey bros, what's up? Craig, you wouldn't have happened to see a dog around here, have you? One escaped from the animal shelter. We're trying to locate her. Don't think so. Maybe one of the girls saw something. Girls! Hi, Amanda's dad. Hi, Lucian's dad. We have names. Girls, have you seen any dogs around? There was a big dog here earlier. She ran off a while ago, though. I don't think she had an owner, but it really wanted to play. We tried to play fetch, but she just took the softball and ran. I think she ate it, actually. She was a lot of dog. Here, take another softball. Might come in handy later. Many thanks, Craig. Well, dog's not at the softball field. We're running out of places to go. I love the map that Mary drew. Like, I'm quite... oh, I realise why that's there now, because she got the directions the wrong way round. This is the ocean or whatever. I don't think the dog's in the ocean. We're apparently Nerd's house. Coffee Dad must be Matt. You've got Kale, which I'm guessing is Craig. Mario Batelli. Other Nerd's house is, that's Damien. Dames and Smalls. So I guess one of those is Brian. And one of those... I don't know who the Mario Batelli... I know they've made the Mario Batelli joke before and I've forgotten what it is.
Mosley Wolf cheered 10 bits. Does your Brian say the names of body parts or do you have to trick him into saying vagina?
I've forgotten actually, Mostly Wolf, if I'm honest. Hello, Mostly Wolf. Thank you for the bits. I love this game. Hang out with Matt. Yes. I really fluffed up my date with Matt. It didn't go well. I'm sad. I made a lot of the wrong choices. Dames is Damien. Oh, but I thought he said other Nerd's house. Oh wait, that must be someone else.
Slave cheered 10 bits for China.
Yes, with the For China stuff again. I remember it this time. Dames is Damien, yeah. Smalls. Oh, Smalls must be Robert because he's got the drink. So we've got Mario Batelli and other Nerd's house. Other nerd could be Brian. Mario could be Hugo. That would, yeah. Yeah, that would work. So we've got Hugo, Craig, Matt, our house, Mary and Joseph, Robert, Damien, and Brian. I think I figured it out. Yes. Anyway, that's not what we're doing. Let's go to the coffee spoon. We're looking for coffee and doggos. Oh, the memories. There are too many nerds. Too many nerds. We park in front of Matt's coffee shop and walk inside. Seems like a slow day. Matt sits behind the counter reading a book. Hey, Matt. Oh, I didn't expect to see you two today. What's up? Have you seen any stray dogs around? Can't say I have. You looking for one? Can you describe them? Enormous.
Mosley Wolf cheered 10 bits. I love how he's okay with saying cunnilingus though.
Brian works in mysterious ways. We all know this. That pretty well covers it. Cool. I find strays digging for food scraps in the alley out back sometimes. I'll be sure to keep an eye out. We head back to the car. Well, it's not the coffee spoon. I fear the hours are growing short. We must make haste.
Mosley Wolf cheered 10 bits. Speaking of cunnilingus, how goes Dream Daddy?
It's going well. We're on our final date with Damien. Or I say, yeah, final date, date 3. I've not got this far. So, I've no idea what happens after this point. I don't know if this is end games or if there's more story after this. I haven't a clue. We're exploring. But it does make you save before you go on a third date. So I'm inclined to think I'm getting towards the end of the game. He's going... No one knew Damien was an animal person. He's going around the whole town asking about where a dog is. I fear the hours are growing short. We must make haste if we're to find the Duchess by sundown. Damien's looking more stressed out by the minute. I gotta think of something to lighten the mood. Oh gosh. I don't think we're gonna go with how many goths it takes to screw in a light bulb. A knock-knock joke is, you know, reasonable. We can't... Or what kind of dog does a vampire have? What kind of dog does a vampire have? I don't know. Good night, Waddles. Sleep well, my friend. Thank you for coming in with the raid. He's secretive because there's a hot new dad in town. Who can resist Kyle in his cat shirt? I would imagine it would be unwise for a vampire to take up the company of a smaller mammal for the means of companionship. It would be too tempting to... A bloodhound! I was gonna say bloodhound, Damien. Oh. Damn it, he didn't like my joke. Dang it. Jordan Pittman, thank you for the follow. Super appreciated. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Tesla knows. Tesla gets the dad joke. Jeez. I keep reading Damien directions from the map as we drive around town. We better go to the cul-de-sac, because it's the last place. We drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems to be pretty normal. Looks like Brian's doing some yard work. Pull into Brian's driveway and hop out. Hey, don't step on the grass. Just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from your underwatered lawn? Oh, here we go. How dare you? I take my lawn care very seriously. Kyle, please.
Huh.
You haven't seen a dog run through here, have you?
I don't know about that.
A few hours ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. When I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's gonna take forever to retill the soil. That could be a dog. Or a rather feisty raccoon. Whatever it was, must have been hungry. Ate all my tomatoes. I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me.
Ah.
Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog. She's probably still hungry. I wonder if she's looking for more food elsewhere. Then let's go back to the coffee spoon. We head back inside the coffee spoon. Hey, Matt. Guys, I think I may have seen that dog you were looking for.
Oh my.
You did? A brown mastiff? Size of a house? Yeah, I saw her digging through the trash in the back. Ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in? Matt thinks for a second.
Oh.
Might have been running east, I think. That pup tore through 3 pounds of old banana bread Kennedys. Want to take some for the road, just in case? Sure thing. Matt packages up a slice. Thanks for the slice. The road slice. This banana bread Kennedys is going to be so good. I think he meant to give it to you for the dog. Right. I meant it's going to be so good for the dog to eat. But I want some banana bread Kennedys. Gotta be like and go get ready for bed, but I'll be listening. No worries, TDQ. Thank you so much for the raid. It's lovely to see you as always. I feel like we're on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find the Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Lucian is severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. But there are still dogs in my life, so for that I'm grateful. There's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy. Splendid attitude. Let's not waste any more time. Verily. Okay, so we were in the coffee spoon. He's running east. Which I would suggest... Bayside? Assuming this is the front, but I don't know. Let's go with that. Damien and I arrived back at the Bayside. Doesn't seem like anything has changed here. Matt said the Duchess went east from the coffee spoon. I suppose we need to go not so east? Ah! Softball field? Although, oh wait, the cul-de-sac is more east. It's less east, even. We arrived at the cul-de-sac to find everything looking normal, except... Uh-oh. Hugo's front door is wide open. She can open doors. This is classic Duchess Cordelia. A telltale sign we should approach with caution. Whatever goes down in there, I've got your back. We creep up onto the porch and step inside. Oh my. There, sitting in the centre of Hugo's living room, like she owns the damn place, is one of the biggest dogs I have ever seen. Woof. Well, she hasn't broken anything in here, yet. She is a chunky dog. Wonderful, now all we have to do is get this leash on her before she tries to escape again and get out of here before Hugo comes home. Easy peasy. Duchess, come here. Chris, how you doing? This game is great, I love it. Work. Yeah, she's a chunk, but only slightly bigger than the corgi, apparently. Woofy, woofy, woofy. Woof, woof, woof. Ems is lurking, it's fine. The Duchess eyes Damien warily. As he approaches, she begins to growl. She's on her guard. We'll need another plan. Give her the banana bread! Oh! Yes! Damien likes that! I reach into my pocket and pull out the slice of banana bread Kennedy's that Matt gave me. Duchess sniffs the air and hones in on the bread.
Sweet Manchego!
Come here, girl. Nice and easy. I got some yummy homemade vegan and possibly gluten-free banana bread, if that's what you're into. The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff before gently taking it from my hand and dropping it on the ground, like dogs always do for some reason. She curls up, starts munching on the bread. Success! Damien walks up behind the Duchess and attaches the leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining. It's time to go home now, Duchess. Damien gives a tug on the leash. She will not move.
Huh.
Duchess, what happened to our rapport? You and I used to be bosom buddies. She still doesn't move. She is huge. There's no way we could even try to lift her. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. You got given a key from the director and designer. That's really cool, Smugs. What are you nerds doing? Ernest stands in the doorway with a plate of pizza rolls. What flavor pizza rolls are those? I guess it's time to for the dog to take me for a walk. Absolutely. Pepperoni blast. Nice. The Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against the leash. Why is this dog in my house? It's along. The Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grip and hurtles towards Ernest. Ah! Oh dear. Oh, this isn't gonna go well. Ernest and the Duchess fall to the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad. Ernest, are you okay? Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll. Hey, she likes pizza rolls. Ernest sits up, but the dog keeps licking his face. Oh, hey. Hugo stands at the door, looking like he's at a loss for words.
Huh?
Why, you guys? Whose dog is this? It's a long story, but it involves a large dog who apparently knows how to open doors. Bork. Hugo, may I present to you Duchess Cordelia? How do you do? Bork. We're friends! The Duchess licks at Ernest's face. She's from the local animal shelter. She got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house was her final stop. Dad, can we keep her? Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of her.
Huh?
Wait, did you just call me Dad? Come on, please, look how cute she is. Oh, we like fixing Hugo and Ernest's relationship as well with a dog? This is the best thing. Hugo sighs. We had been talking about adopting a dog for a while, but you have to promise me you'll take care of her. Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls her little heart desires. I suddenly remember what's on the back of this map and pull out a pen out of my
Sweet
pocket.
Manchego!
Got the forms ready for you if you're interested. I'll even waive the adoption fee since, you know, we technically broke into your house.
Oh.
Well, alright, it's a deal. Hugo steps onto the porch with us and signs the forms while Ernest plays with the Duchess inside. He sure seems to be happy with his new friend.
Yes.
I know. He called me Dad. Can you believe it? Damien places a hand on Hugo's shoulder. I certainly can. I think this will be really good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility. You should probably look into getting better locks for your doors, though. The Duchess is a wily one, but do right by her and she'll love you two forever. Is he gonna say Sweet Manchego? He didn't when we came in and I'm sad. Thank you. Aw, yay! And long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home and neither of us were charged with breaking and entering. So all in all, I think it was a fine day's work. Nice work, you two.
Hey.
Kyle, you could be a valuable asset to our team of volunteers, you know. If you ever feel like petting some puppies, hit me up.
Sweet
Oi, oi.
Manchego!
That was excellent timing. Mary, I always feel like petting puppies.
Ah.
Good to know. Well, I'll catch you fellas later. Mary starts to leave. One last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around. Oh, yeah. Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go way back and I got a vested interest in his health, success and well-being. If you ever hurt him... Mary, you can fill in the blanks. I gulp. She would full-on murder you. And probably get away with it. Yes, ma'am. Mary leaves me alone with Damien. So, about the whole goth thing. I, completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore. What? Am I missing something? She will absolutely feed you to the dogs. They will find nothing of you. I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring. I own 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care? No. Of course not, Damien. Jeez. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool, but the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love.
Sweet Manchego.
History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions. Doesn't matter what it is. You care. That's awesome. And also, the glasses are very cute. They are pretty cute. You don't think I'm boring at all? If you're boring, then I don't know what that makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on a Saturday. I get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've even been thinking about baking my own peanut butter. Actually, making your own peanut butter is really easy and tastes great. Like, you literally just throw peanuts in a blender, that's all you do. Don't even need to add any extra oil. It's great!
Huh.
Then maybe we can be boring together. Ah, it's so cute! It would never be boring if it was with you. Nice tip, you're welcome. Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me into a hug. He buries his face on my shoulder, and his hair smells like lavender and rosemary. Peanuts in a blender is what my brain sounds like when I have a thought. I like it. So they, you know, the ideas are all jumbled, but then they come out as a smooth, buttery solution. I don't know where I'm going with this, to be honest. Peanuts in a blender is my Hey, Tonrain. I'm going to call you that now, Tonrain. Hello, Peanuts in a blender. How you doing? I was so scared you wouldn't like me. Quite the opposite. Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the coloured contacts, his eyes are so dark and soulful.
Oh.
May I kiss you? Oh, he's so cool. He's so polite. I love it. Does a bat have wings? Oh, I should have said thou art welcome. That'd been better. Bestie, I haven't thought the world hears it. The rattling does that. I like it. Lurking and working. Nice, Tonrain. Hopefully you're not working too hard. Almost like peanut butter. Almost Tesla. I believe I have my answer then. He smiles slightly and leans in, giving me a gentle kiss. Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look. Do you want to help me take care of the puppies? Yes, I do! David and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers intertwined. Like a proper gentleman, he walks me to my doorstep. This was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I can be myself around you. We'll never know, Melly. We'll never know. I'm glad, but I have one request. What's that? Can we keep sending each other letters? But of course. Damien kisses me one last time before turning around and heading home. Ah! Amanda runs back to the couch from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here on the couch this entire time. Hi, Amanda. So, are you guys, like, starting a vampire coven together? Oh, plot twist. Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either. Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad. Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning? Sure thing. Make my way to my room and fall into my bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come. Oh, so cute! Starting a vampire coven, I think it's starting a family, that's cute. It is super cute! Sushi has been eaten and the enjoyment has been thoroughly absorbed. I approve, Smugs.
Simply marvelous.
If I hadn't told that vampire dog joke, we'd have smashed that. I ruined it with a poor joke about bloodhounds. And I'm mildly annoyed at myself. I got an achievement! Yeah! Interview with a vampire. I guess this confirms that you can't actually get all the dates on one playthrough, which is kind of annoying. I think I finally have everything set up. Amanda should be here any minute
Sweet
now.
Manchego.
A poor joke. Very good, Tesla. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Kyle. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? It's kind of appalling. Oh no. What have I started? Berg's joining in with the dad jokes. Rats. What? No! I had a crab cake sandwich for lunch. That's probably it. You're allergic to shellfish. Oh. Oh no. I forgot. Again. Dad? Oh, I'm gonna be sick. What have I done? I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell you're very bad at lying. I'm not usually one to make puns, but it is a funny dad dating game. You've got to get in on the dad jokes. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen?
Ah.
Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal, but... Aw, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box out of Long-Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Rockers. This is all 19 seasons! And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. You want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door.
Hey,
Oh! What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal of your accomplishments. Actual shows from the show? That's quality. I know, right? When making dog jokes, pause might not suffice. Sometimes you gotta add some extra fluff. Oh my god, you guys. So many puns. So, consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable, down to the type of mac. Damien is in his nerd garb. It's cute. And there's an ice cream cake. The good kind, with the crunchies in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. We have a real fluffy Samoyed right now. His name's Harold. Loves belly rubs. He always tries to lick your face if you get too close. Mrs. Christensen, thank you so much for telling me in great detail about every single dog currently at the animal shelter. Please tell me about the Afghan with 3 legs again. Your face on the top of Robert's body was something. Oh, mostly all's found the gifts. There's only 2 of them, but yeah, I used to have little plushies and they go like starting to get damaged, so now I replace the plushies with gifts.
Hey.
Sure, Quadroy we call him. It's one of those ironic nicknames. You know? If you're really interested, I could probably steal one for you. Really? Nah, but I could get you in to meet all of them. We always could use extra hands around the shelter. And if those extra hands also happen to steal a dog, I'm glad you two are able to bond over cute dogs. Really warms my heart. Yeah, their surname is Christensen. It's why you have Christy and... I lose track of all the versions of the word Christian they use. Dad, we're having a moment. Hey, Sailor, your kid's a good egg. Where's your goth prince? You two are usually attached to the hips these days. He's around. Stella. Mary turns her attention to Amanda. It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college. Trust me, I did it plenty back in the day. At one point, I had 3 cats living in my dorm. I decided to leave them to it. Christy and son. I could learn to sew. I'm terrible at it. I know how to sew, I'm just bad at it. I may change the prices for the gifts. Because the soundbite is currently 50 and I may up that slightly, which means I'll up the gifts as well. But I still plan to make them cheap. All of a sudden, a huge dog leaps into my arms.
Sweet
Duchess!
Manchego.
It's Christian, yeah. I thought that was the case. And then you've also got Chris and the baby, which is called something else that we've never met. So I'm not entirely sure if the baby exists. And Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face a few broad licks and hops down. We're working on that. Got her in a disciplinary class. She's a wild spirit who runs where she may. I don't mind at all. Looks like the 3 of you are getting along nicely. She's a valuable addition to the clan. If I hold up my homework in front of her, she'll eat it. Cool. We'll deal with that later. Duchess Cordelia spots a squirrel and darts across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing. He's actually been a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of the dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking into my house, I guess. Anytime. Kyle! Brian, you made it! Are we gonna go through literally all the dads now? I feel like this is endgames. I don't pass up a good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out on the lake. I'd be happy to pull you out of the drink again. Deep breaths. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro! Bro! This is a real rager. Taking her older age into consideration. Trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Bro.
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on our fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime soon, huh? Sure thing, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all the ice cream cake.
Oh.
Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wanted to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you. Let's hang out soon, yeah?
Hey.
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep. Couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We've got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, that'd be great. I'm gonna have to get some sleep before 4 AM. That's probably a good idea, Mostly Wolf. I'm gonna be probably wrapping up soon. I feel like this is the end, so I kind of want to get to the end, but I should have finished like 20 minutes ago. But DDQ rated, so I couldn't finish then. So, have a lovely sleep, Mostly Wolf, and thank you for the bits. I appreciate them. It's my last mission. I will struggle to be a master of crafts, Palm. I don't have the patience. Hang out on my boat. I promise I won't tie you up in the brig. Honest. See you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mash ratio. Beautiful work, Kyle. Thanks, Hugo. I learned from the best. I've got a pocket full of gift cards to say you already knew a thing or two. Let's get together for a trivia night again soon, huh? You know it. You know, really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. Glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends to not see Hugo. Amanda! Come say hi to your old teacher. Hey! Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realised you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Oh.
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about the time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope. And I'll have you know the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so... she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey. This is great. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later. Oh, Robert. Hey, man. Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of banana bread Kennedys ready for her. Thank you. I know she will love that. I like this. So if you've done more dates with people, I think you get more interaction with them at the end, which is quite nice. Hey, Amanda's dad. I turned to spot Lucian walking up to me. Yes, Lucian? Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, bud. I know we had a rocky start, but I'm glad to know you. Hope you know how much your dad cares about you. Yeah. My dad's had a rough couple of years, and I know it must not have been easy to raise me alone. He's kind of a weird guy, but I love him a lot, and he seems like you make him happy. So, you're cool in my book. Yes! We're in Lucian's good books. Thanks, Lucian. That means a lot to me. Sure. Let me know if you want me to give you a stick and poke sometime. Thanks for coming by, Lucian. See you around, Kyle. Oh, as the party starts to wind
Sweet
down,
manchego.
I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy. That could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life when you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Kyle, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. This is adorable. More like Kryle. Absolutely, Bex. Amanda hands me a tiny wrap package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kind of shocking, all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? Figured we need at least one together before I leave. Thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman. And I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make stuff, and memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff, intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. I got the world's best dad achievement. Get in. I think that means we got the good ending for Amanda. Sweet. It will be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard where Damien is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. Are you friends again now? Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. This is totally endgames. Take a seat next to Damien as the last guests make their way out of the party. Did you know that in the Victorian era, they would call benches seaty boys? What? Really? I'm kidding, Kyle. But what if... It's good to see you in your civvies again. Those Emmas apps... No, they don't. The Emmas are awful. They were horrible people. Thank you. I had a revelation the other day, Kyle. I think it was largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that might have been embarrassed to show you my true form. My information technology form. But what you said about me, about how my passion was what you truly admired, that emboldened me to feel like myself regardless of how I choose to dress and act. Instead of separate entities, they are simply different facets of myself. A three-dimensional human being with his own thoughts, wants, and needs. 2 hours of meetings. Oh no! Good luck, Mally. Hope they go okay, and thank you for hanging out. It's lovely to see you. I love dressing the way that I do, but I feel constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight of why I did this in the first place. To make myself happy. Place my hand on Damien's and feel a light squeeze. Looking up, I'm greeted by his warm smile. I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am, rather than dwelling on who I could be to other people. I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him. Damien, I'm so happy you've realised you can be a dog-loving goth. Me too, Kyle. Me too. I feel myself inching closer and closer to him. I go to brush a lock of hair out of his face, and I'm shocked at how soft it is. How is your hair so soft?
Oh,
Dog shampoo. I keep running my hands through his hair as he leans closer, placing a hand on the side of my face, strokes my cheek with his thumb. You know, public displays of affection were considered scandalous in the Victorian era. Damien pulls me in for a kiss, but I think I can make an exception for you. Aww, so cute. Yay! We finished it! We did it! We got credits! Yes! I finished Dream Daddy! Ah! It's so cute, right, Bex? Oh, I liked that. I wasn't convinced by Damien, but actually, he was so cute!
Sweet Manchego.
Mally, go to your meetings. I need to hit all of these men. But I was originally going for Hugo because he took me on a date for wine and cheese, but I'm glad we picked Damien. I'm glad we picked Damien. I really enjoyed that. It's the first time I've played like a proper dating sim in ages, and I really enjoyed this. Work stuff I meant I pretty much missed the whole ending. There is always Switch on demand, Tesla. Thank you for the GG's, peeps. This does mean I have to pick a new game for next whatever Wednesday. At least I've got a week and a bit to think about it, so it's all good.
Thank you!
Mr. Cheered 100 bits.
Brian, what are you
did
doing?
it. Well done. Big shout out to all the dads.
Thank you, Mr. CJ. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for hanging out. I love Daddy. I love Dream Daddy. This is so good. And it makes me want to try some of the other ones like Perfect Date and Hateful Boyfriend. Just because they'll make me laugh. There was some cracking writing in this as well.
Jordan Pittman cheered 1 bits.
Thank you for the bit, Jordan. I appreciate all the bits, guys. I really enjoyed the pup song that was all about DMCA. It was brilliant. Monster Prom! I've heard good things about that one, actually. There's also one that's free. So there's a fighting game called Lovers of Ether. No, Fighters of Ether. Rivals of Ether? I don't know, something of Ether. And basically, for an April Fool's, the developers decided to make a free dating sim version of it. And apparently, for like a little April Fool's game, it's actually pretty good. So I'm tempted to try that at some point. Oh, and all of our dads get a mention. That's cute. I like that. Man of W, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, look at Kyle looking swanky there. The cat shirt just makes it really. Yay! Oh, Damien. Oh my. Looking snazzy in the graveyard. I love it. Ah, that's it, guys. That is it for today. I should have finished half an hour ago, but damn it, I wanted to get to the end of that game.